Hello everyone, welcome to Curious Minds. My name is Akshay sir and I am a physics teacher here. So let's discuss some physics questions then. So here we have this question. It's a question of JEE mains asked in this shift 1 of last year. Okay. So this is the question. So we have this as the equation of this stationary wave. Okay. And they are asking us which of these following is not the correct one. Alright. So why don't we just look at one by one. Okay. So yeah, so just by looking at the question, we should be able to figure out that this term should be omega and this term should be k, right? Because that is how the equation goes. So let me just write it down. So we see that 2 pi n by lambda has to be omega and 2 pi by lambda has to be k. Okay. All right. So then let's look at the first option. The dimension of nt they are asking. So nt. Okay. So if I can write it here t and t here. So if I take the dimension of it, the dimension also has to be the same, right? So then, so this will be n dimension, nt dimension upon lambda dimension is equal to omega t dimension. But we know omega is like in a way 2 pi f, right? So the which is 1 by t. So these two will be cancelling. So that simply tells that nt ka dimension will be just lambda dimension, which is just L. Okay, so this one is right. Okay, this one is the correct option. Let's go for the second one. So this was my first option. Okay, let me do the second option. Now we want to calculate the dimension of n. Yeah, okay. So we just now got nt is L. Okay, so nt dimension is L. So therefore n dimension has to be L over t. Okay, so the second one is also right. Okay, what about the third one? In the third one, they are asking us about n by lambda. Okay, n by lambda. And what all do we know? We know that nt by lambda is omega. Right? In the third option, nt by lambda was omega. Omega, the dimension wise. Okay, fine. And they are asking us to calculate n by lambda. Fine. So n by lambda will be omega by t, right? And what is omega? Dimension wise, it will be basically if you take the dimension, it will be 1 over t squared. Okay. So this one is the culprit. So this one is the this is the statement which is not right. Maybe we can do the fourth one as well. In the here we had that term has to be kx, right? Fourth one. So 2 pi by lambda x has to be kx. Okay. So this is what this term has to be, right? Where this x is what length stand for, x being the displacement. So dimensional wise this is length, hai? So yeah, let me write it down. So rather it can be 2 pi x will be lambda into kx. Okay, where this x is the length and this is the x that we have to find. So if you take the dimension, this has to be same. Now lambda is meters and whereas k is 1 upon meters. So both these two things will cancel out. Therefore, this dimension has to be the dimension of this, which was L. Okay. So that basically tells that this is also the correct option. So the only option that is wrong is this one. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.